Lucha Libre.
Alright, here we go. Opening contest, the Lucha Libre Total here tonight. The anarchist Daniel Alonzo. It's your boy Mason Percs. In my estimations, this is a first time anywhere ever one-on-one clash, and these two are heavyweight champions in their respective pro wrestling promotions. And they will square off here in the opening attraction of Lucha Libre Total tonight, and Alonzo immediately exits the ring. Let's talk about the situation at hand. Previous events here at the Eagles Club. Alonzo, with a very physical conflict with Kenny 9, was eventually in a double countout situation where he showed respect to Kenny 9 afterwards, shaking his hand. Mason Percs on a roll, a string of victories thus far in LLT as of late. And Mason Percs was ready to dive, but Alonzo not ready to step up into the ring yet. Maybe some mind games being played here by Alonzo to start things off here at LLT. Daniel Alonzo, very complex individual. From one event to the next, you don't know what he's capable of. He hasn't gone along with any of his tag team partners. And yes, although they have been on opposite sides of tag matches, this is a chance to square up to see who the better man is in this environment. And there's multiple pairs of eyes intrigued by the potential of this match. Percs recently winning possibly the biggest match of the biggest championship yet in his young career. Over the top wrist lock as Mason Percs continues to slam the forearm over the shoulder as Alonzo is laboring in pain and has to retreat towards the top rope to force a rope break. Lucha rules are in effect tonight. That means extended counts. And if things get a little out of hand, there is some flexibility. But overall, Antonio, our official for this match, is trying to make sure that Alonzo can continue, as Alonzo in the past has played possum in an attempt to try to swindle the opposition so that way they show a sign of weakness. And I don't think that makes them be that gullible to believe it. And now it's Alonzo trying to work over the left wrist of Mason Percs. These two have totally different viewpoints on competition in the ring. Mason Percs likes to keep the action moving with combinations and strings of takedowns. A flying knee smash would give him the ticket to the winners. But Daniel Alonzo loves to hit his powerhouse offensive maneuvers, including exploding suplexes in multiples and spinning over-the-top facebusters with a twist. You never know when Alonzo can use his grip strength to pick you up and throw you anywhere in this ring. Mason Percs is doing what he can to weaken one limb, so he's not as easily able to lift and throw Mason Percs around this ring. Alonzo eats the buckles in the corner very hard on the far side on the left. Here are the running attacks. Starts with a forearm, and Percs continues with a big back elbow smash. When you think about the fact that these two have been in the main event environment in their pro wrestling promotions respectively and are here against each other in LLT, it is a bit of a dream match for some of the fans. Big pickup, and here is the issues that have started, and already Alonzo has found a body part. He's isolating it. He's working over that knee, and Mason Percs laboring in pain under the bottom rope. And as long as he's tied up in those ropes, it's illegal, but Alonzo has the wherewithal to know that he had to pull back into the ring to do more damage. Spinning toe hold, and then you saw the shin drop, and that might have hurt Mason Percs' inside thigh very badly. And when you have a limb like a leg that's deficient, that's hurt, that's damaged, that's wounded, you can't run around the ring as easily. Alonzo continues to snap that left leg down in an awkward position. Mason Percs refusing to give up. And that knee again. Slammed repeatedly. Specifically that kneecap. And then Alonzo crowned him over the top of the head with that elbow smash. The head and neck are two of the targets that Alonzo likes to isolate on his opponents. And it's a problem because, you know, Alonzo has started to use some super kicks, some pump kicks as well. You don't know with his striking exactly when he's going to make a situation from bad to worse for his opponents. And Percs has rolled to the floor, and he landed on the floor very badly. And now it's just a matter of time before Alonzo sees an opportunity and might want to do some damage on the outside of the ring. Alonzo followed Percs to the outside. Percs recovers, starts to throw some strikes and some chops of his own. And Alonzo immediately with that up kick went straight after that already injured leg. And now Percs is yelling in pain. Alonzo very strong and getting stronger. Ever since his debut years ago, he has gotten better, and now he's patient. He's focusing in on a body part. He's zeroing in on a strategy to weaken Mason Percs and to control this match entirely. And look at this. He's going to use the ring post as a weapon, and there's nothing that anyone can do about it. And there it is. The leg has been wrapped around the ring post, one of the hardest surfaces of the entire ring, and Percs is shouting in pain. And look at that. Percs' momentum swung him off of that ring post straight onto the unforgiving hardwood floor. And Percs shouting at the ground, shouting at feet. What else can Percs do at this point? And once again, Percs silly putty in the hands of Alonzo at this moment. Watch out, big pickup, and he dropped him on the edge of the ring. And underneath that side of the ring is a solid steel beam supporting the ring post, one of the hardest surfaces of the entire ring, and a 2 count there. Mason Percs so slow to move and to get up at this point. You'd have to consider Alonzo the heavy favorite to win this match at this particular moment if he can continue to put on the pressure. Straight right hand. And Alonzo, dominant in the ring, very powerful offensive attacks, lethal striking as well. He's a loose cannon in there, and in an exhausting battle, you have to think that as a winner of multiple matches in pro wrestling and Lucha Libre recently, he's got to be the man to beat. Crushing attacks. Mason Percs barely able to stand without using ropes, but was able to put down Alonzo on a couple of occasions right there. But Alonzo trying to shake it off. Rough riding leg drop counter. Watch this. Still powerbomb. One of the signature moves of Daniel Alonzo at 2 7/8. So close to winning that match right there. No authority can stop Daniel Alonzo as the anarchist. He can pick up and throw you when you least expect it, onto your back, onto your head, or worse. And look at this. Elbow drop driven straight into that hip and that thigh. Mason Percs trying to make sure his shoulders aren't pinned to the mat. Wouldn't it be something if bragging rights were to prove that Daniel Alonzo ends up being the man right here by making Mason Percs submit verbally or by making him tap out in this hole? Percs trying desperately to move backwards. Alonzo won't allow it to happen. And the repeated stops to the hamstring. To the inside thigh yet again. Percs is reaching for anything to stand, and it's not easy. And Alonzo has quieted and silenced this crowd to the point where they are concerned for Percs' safety. Percs sidesteps, gets out of the way. The distance created by Alonzo ended up doing more harm than good. And now it's Percs with some dirty striking in the corner. You can't do that for any particular elongated part of time, otherwise you could be disqualified. And the spinning kicks and attacks have stunned Alonzo. There's the short arm clothesline. There's another one. Percs still walking gimpy on that already wounded leg. Alonzo sent for the ride. Swing and a miss by Alonzo. He hit it that time, but how much damage was done to his own leg right there? 2 count only. Not enough damage done to Alonzo. This match continues. Percs with so many obstacles in his way of trying to be the top player in Lucha Libre Total, but he's bringing the noise and the fans believe in him, and they're clapping it up for him in this contest. As Mason Percs is trying to mount a return opposition, a flurry of attacks and strikes that could put him back in charge of this battle. It's your boy, Mason Percs, trying to change the tragedy into triumph right here as he runs in. Tried for the knee smash. Quick roll up out of nowhere. Legs on the ropes. Wait a minute, the official did see it. It was a 2 count. That was the right call by Antonio, our official. You can't use the ropes to win. That's out of bounds. And now we have an argument ensuing between our masked official and Daniel Alonzo. And Alonzo has taken his eyes off the prize, and Percs is standing in the far corner. Wow, delayed argument between these two. There's the flying knee! Percs has used the same move to wipe out the opposition before, several times. He did it! Mason Percs has won. Mason Percs loves competition, and Daniel Alonzo brought it tonight. But only one man can have their hand raised, and tonight it's Mason Percs. Congratulations! It's your boy is a winner yet again in Lucha Libre Total. An exhausting struggle between these two. They brought the noise. It was very competitive from the jump. But this isn't the end of the road for Daniel Alonzo. Obviously, the fans showing appreciation for his efforts. Alonzo, Percs needed the ring.